चौद में बिन वो पंच सभी को वो ध्यान तुझे उरा रामायण की अनुपत निभव सागर पार जय 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 सिया माया दक्षी माता जय 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 श्री सरस्वती ओ राम रही मैं तो बजने वाले तेरी पुजारी बाबा ओ राम रही मैं तो बजने वाले तेरी पुजारी बाबा तेरा नाम एक सहारा 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 तुम ही हो गीता तुम ही रामायण तू ही वेद पुराना तुम ही हो गीता तुम ही रामायण तू ही वेद पुराना तेरा नाम एक सहारा 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 सत्य धर्म की ज्योति जगाई सत्य धर्म की ज्योति जगाई आई करत बिहारी आई करत बिहारी तेरा नाम एक सहारा 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 एक सहारा
बोलिए श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Let us all stand as we do invocation mantra and we go into our Ramayana arti. एकदंतया विद्महि वक्रतुंड्रया धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात्. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समाप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वे कार्येषु सर्वदा. विनाधरे विपुले मंगले धांसले भकर्णश्री वरंचि हरिष्वंदे कीर्तिपद्य हिल्य मनोरथ हे माहे विद्यापदायिनी सरस्वती नौमि नित्यम्. सेहि बुद्धि प्रति देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति पदायिनी मंत्रामूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमस्ते. जयंती मंगलकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवधात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमस्ते. तत्पुरुषा विद्महि महादेवया धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रा प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमः शर्वाय शंताय शंभावे शंभावे नमः वीरेश्वर नमः सबुयम भूतेश्वर नमस्ते मानुजवम मरुता तुल्य विगम जितेन्द्र बुद्धि मातम वरतम वातमान्या विनश्मुखम श्रीराम दूतम श्रीश्रमामि रामे राम भजे राम चंद्र यावदासी रघुनाथाय निथाय सीताया पते नमः श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय शरण या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूप संस्कृतां नमस्ते 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 नमो नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुदेव नमो नमः। बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। आदिशक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। कैलाशपति शंकर भगवान की जय। Join with me in Ramayana Arti. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललिता सिया की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललिता सिया की। गावत ब्रह्मादि का मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशाल सुख सनकरी अनुसारद करनी पवन सुत कर दीनी। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सिया की। संतत गावत शंभु भवानी और गते संभव मुनि विज्ञानी। व्यासे आसे कवि पुंगव खानी तात विसुंदि गरुड़ किया ही। आरती श्री रामायण जी की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. May you all please be seated. Baitu. As we all comfortable seated, we sit upright and prostrate ourselves to Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra. We offer obeisance to him as we enter everything we do each and every day of our life. We start with a prayer. Join with me into Ramayana Sumiran. जेहि सुमिरत सिद्धि हो, गृणना यक करि बरना. करहु अनुग्रह सो, मोहि राशि शुभ गुण सदन. मूका होई वाचा, अंगुज हरि गिरिवर ग्रहणा. जासु कृपा सुधया, दबहु सकल कलिमल दहना. Join with me, glorify Bhagwan's name. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, विकरणी करा जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Devotees, Ramayana Katha has been narrated by Yagbalak to Bharadwaj, Kagbasunji to Garud, Yagbalak to Bharadwaj, Shri Shankar Bhagwan to Uma Parvati Ma, and Tulsidas to the sage and saints. Tonight, to the best of my knowledge and ability, I'll expound to you a little bit from the golden pages of Ramcharitmanas. The very first chapter of Ramcharitmanas. We glorify Bhagwan's name, we sing his praises time after time. Today, let us start with our very first doha for tonight. Tulsidas narrating to Katha, and he has spoken of Shri Ramchandra. Shri Ram is Bhagwan. Ayan means the journey. And from time to time we expound into Katha. We listen to all the great stories, all the great leelas that has been narrated throughout this universe. But Uma Parvati, Yagvalak, Bharadwaj, all of them, the more you expound and the more you recite the name of Bhagwan, they listen attentively. Why? They just want to ensure they had not missed out anything from Sri Ram, his journey from into this universe. And this Katha is says, Sri Ram, he rejoiced. He says, and behold, he said, a lovely hermit, hearing the actual arrival after he has left his father's home into exile. Now, plenty of time our parents tell us, they put us out, especially the boys. Go, stand on your own legs, your own feet, be a man. He was not angry a bit with his father. he was not angry because this he left, and this has stemmed from before with Dasarath. That king, that the Lord Sri Ram has taken birth into that home. Why? If we have followed Katha before, where Andi and Andha, they has lost a son. That son has turned, guides himself to marriage. And Sri Ramchandra, Dasarath, Sri Ram's father, has shot that boy. And that was the srap, the curse he has got, that he will grieve for a son, just as Andi and Andha has grieved for that child. Today, we are here to listen how Sri Ramchandra adapt himself. He went to the forest together with Sita and Lakshmana. And on reaching the forest, he saw these beautiful little huts. And one of that hut, as he walking through, was the hut of that great sage, Valmiki ji. And he walked directly to that hut. It was so beautiful. Every flower in the forest seems to be blooming. The bees, the birds fly around murmuring. So much beauty there was in that forest as the Lord takes that path to that hermit where that hermit had lived. Let's hear what Tulsidas says in Katha once more. Jai Ram Shri Rama, Jai Ram Shri Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Rama Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Tulsidas says, Bhagwan himself, he prostrated himself to that Brahmin, that sage Valmiki ji. He prostrated himself, and what happens there? When he introduced and prostrated himself to that great sage was so much, he was so much gladdened with his eyes. His eyes were so much gladdened to see the Lord himself. And by doing so, as Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra, being that guest of that great sage, he find him dearest to him and sent for the sweet fruits, and he sent to bring these for them and give them a choicest seat in the home. You know, sometimes people come at your home and you want to treat them very well, so when they go, they cannot say, well, you know, I went by this one and they has treated me bad. So to Valmiki ji, Sri Ram Bhagwan, he has given him that entreat. As he introduced himself, prostrated himself to Valmiki ji, he has gained choicest fruits and choicest seed. Profound the joy in Valmiki's heart. His eyes behold with the beauty. You know, I tell people from time to time, are we prepared to see Bhagwan? You know, many a times we ourselves dress so nicely. Bhagwan, with our naked eyes to look at him. Not everyone, I should say. Not everyone is blessed. But to be blessed, how should we do this? We have to bring Bhagwan close to our heart. We have to bring Bhagwan within us. We have to sing his praises. This is what Bhagwan wants. He doesn't want anything else. He doesn't want the big building or the nice bank account. All he needs is for you to have a place within his heart. You know, yesteryear, there was a great movie before my time, and I used to listen the older folks sing. And they sing so lovely with all their endeavor. They put all their might, their love for what they do. What did they sing? जा जाय सुगन्नवासे पहिलिस जन्नवासे लागे लागे चूते रामा चाहे जिए जा जा रे सुजन्नवारे पहिलिस जन्नवासे लागे लागे चूते रामा चाहे जिए जा घड़ी रे आवारा सजनी पूछला आवारा लागे लागे चूते रामा चाहे जिए जा लागे लागे चूते ना चाहे जिए जा. Before our time, before some of us time, the older folks will know of this. Why can't we too join and sing like that? Put our might, our love for Lord, glorify his name, as Tulsidas narrating to Katha. Join with me. Jaya Ram Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Sing. Jaya Ram Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Ram. जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। देखा आशा कही राम प्रम सब कथ बाकीनी जेहि जेहि बुंदी जेना बनु भानी जेना बनु दानी रामा जेना बनु दानी जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय जय बुंती जेना बनु रानी जेना बनु रानी रामा जेना बनु रानी जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। We have to sing, we have to pray, we have to live in glories with Bhagwan. We have to do his prayer each and every day. For many a times, we expect someone to pray for us, someone to say something for us. We wait on that time when someone will say a prayer for us. This must not happen. Tulsidas says in Katha, in Balkan, he says that your mother, your father, your guru, none of them helps you when the time comes. You yourself has to help yourself. No one can help you. Why is this? Why is this? Why he says so? Anyone can say a prayer for you, but you has to pray for yourself. Bhagwan gives us 2 days into this universe. One day we come, one day we go. We have the fulfillment to fulfill his promise. We promise here in this land that we're going to serve him. Then why we can't? Why we can't serve him and glorify his name time after time? We have to make that time. We always have a saying goes now, Baba, a little bit late for work, and I get up and I have to dress the children to go to school, and the traffic is so heavy that I have to leave earlier. What is the excuse? Are we making all the excuse in the universe? There is no excuse for Bhagwan's word. Join with me as we glorify his name and sing his praise. ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। is Bhagwan's name. Time after time, all he asks for is for you to rejoice and sing his glories, his praises. This is what Bhagwan asks for. He doesn't want anything from you materially. He knows where everything is in this universe. He even knows where you are, where I am. Tulsidas went on to say, as the time passes and that sage and Sri Ramchandra, his brother and his Dharmapatni, they start there. Sri Ram expound to him what has happened, and his mother Kekehi, he says, banish him. As I said before, he was not angry. It was handed down, katha after katha, where Dashrath has to suffer for that son. He said he installed his brother Bharat on the throne. Today, if your brother come to your home, no, the good relationship, sometimes he doesn't even want him to come to the home because there are differences in life. All tongue and teeth does meet sometimes. All family has quests, but the greatest quest is to have that quest with Bhagwan. You have that trust, the hope, the faith. Believe in him. This is what he wants from you. And as that goes on, he is said that he installed his brother Bharat on that throne and left for the forest together with his Dharmapatni. He says, beholding the fact, the king of sages, he says, all the good things in this universe, he says he intended, it was his intention, he says, that he wants to go somewhere where he can build a little hut and must not interfere with anyone in that village or the anchorites. This is what Sri Ramchandra Bhagwan is telling Valmiki ji. He said he came to the forest on pilgrimage. He came because he was banished. And he wants to go somewhere where he can build this little hut, where he and his Dharmapatni and his brother reside and interfere with no one. For those, he says, what happened? What would Tulsidas, what will Valmiki say to Sri Ramchandra Bhagwan? Let's say in Chaupai. Tulsidas went on to say, with this in mind, tell me, he asked that hermit, that sage, tell me where it is I can build a place that I was not interfere with anyone into this universe. What would you, Bhagwan himself, how could tell the Lord himself where to build a home? I do think anyone. On hearing this, what did that great sage say? He says, that simple speech that Sri Ramchandra says, he becomes speechless. And in his mind he says, you are the Lord of the Raghus. You are the Lord of the universe. The world becomes a plum in your hand. Where can I tell you? The Vedas, the Puranas and the Sastras, all of them sing your glories, this universe. He says, the illusion, all of this. Tell me, where can I tell Bhagwan to build a house? It's like our parents will at least tell us, well, all the different children can tell them where to go to build a house. But where can you tell the Lord to build a house? The place the Lord has to build that house is in your heart. Whether we know or we don't know, if the Lord wants you to stay in prayer, He gives you that darshan. It says in Ramcharitmanas and Balakan, if He wants you to remember Him, He will always give you that bliss. And if He wants you not to remember Him, then you will also have that bliss. But you yourself has to be into devotion. Like I always say, if someone is willing and they show that willingness, everyone will help. They will put an helping hand to get this job or whatever it is done and appropriate. So too is Bhagwan. Once you show that love for Him and keeps Him within your heart, you too can have a place anywhere in this universe. He went on to say in Katha, he says that all the places in the universe, Valmiki said, I cannot even pinpoint or tell the Lord a place where to build a house. This is what he says in his mind. How could he? He doesn't even know where to start, what to tell Him, where to go. Bhagwan is omnipotent, omniscient. He is of this universe. He's there. Millions of gifts each and every day are given into this universe. Millions of gifts each and every day are given into this universe. And the greatest gift of life we get is the birth of life. And this is what Bhagwan gives us, what He asks for in reward. He just asks for true love and devotion. As Bhai Alvin narrate a bhajan for us.
ओ मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम। लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, युगल चरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम। जीवन दे के चार बिछाया, रख के माया नाच नचाया, जीवन दे के चार बिछाया, रख के माया नाच नचाया, चिंता मेरी तब जब चिंतन में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम। तुम मेला को पापी तारे, मेरे बाजे बाजे हारी, बाजे हार। मेरे पास न पुण्य की पूंजी, मेरे पास पुण्य की पूंजी, पर पूजन में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम। राम मेरा राम मेरा, घर घर रत को धर धर बत को, कहाँ कहाँ अपना सरबत को। इस जीवन में मिलो न तुमको राम तेरा, इस जीवन में मिलो न तुमको, मुझे मरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम।
बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। As Tulsidas narrating the Katha once more, let's hear from the golden pages of Ramcharitmanas. Shrota. जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम, जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। राम स्वरूपा तुम्हारे बचन, Tulsidas, narrating the Kathas, he went on to say, he could not believe that Sri Ramchandra has asked such a question to build a home where he would not interfere with any of the anchorites or any of the people in that surrounded. He said this was for his Dharmapatni and his brother to go. He said by doing this, Valmiki was stunned. He found like the world just became so empty that how could the Lord ask such a question? Even Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar Bhagwan, even they too danced like puppet. They were surprised. They were surprised that Bhagwan Sri Ram asked that question. And what happened in Katha? As Tulsidas narrating to Chaupai. Tulsidas went on to say into Chaupai, he says, how is it he can answer this question to Bhagwan? How is it could he do so? He says that only he who knows to whom you make, he say, know you, this is the moment, these are the people you have to build your home into. The only way is when you make someone know and remember you, you build your home into that person. You build your home into their heart. You build your home and you give them that divine blessings. Let them feel your divine presence. This is what Valmiki is saying. He's saying, and it is by your grace, Raghunandan, by your grace, that your votaries learn to know you. By your grace, by your divine grace, people tends to learn to know of the Lord, who touches and devours the soul like a smooth sandal paste. Sandal paste, the chandan we put into our forehead. Who cares about the chandan? Where does it come from? Who cares who cut that tree to make that chandan? No one cares, but it's applied. The cooling of the third eye, the bliss. So too, Sri Ramchandra is that bliss. He says, the body, he says, your body is of that consciousness, the bliss, the contemplation alone, you realize altogether you free the material world of all its impurities. He says, it is for your sake. The saints and the God has assumed in a semblance, and they speak and sing your glories, the act of the worldly mortals. The Vedas, the Puranas, and even your name, Sri Ram, these are what they do because of your divine grace. It's like we have water, no? But we can't drink. How could we drink if we doesn't apply that water to our taste? Join in bhajan. नदियन पी कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपनी फल। नदियन पी कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपनी फल। अपनी धनिका मनिका धनिका, दूजों को दे जो धान है, वो सच्चा इंसान रे इस धरती का भगवान। नदियन पी कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपनी फल। The rivers, Recently we had a little bit of rain, just a couple of minutes, and we had so much of flood. Could the rivers hold the water? Nadia napiye. The ocean never says it's too much water when rain falls. It never says so. No matter who you are, where you come from, Bhagwan never says you are not that devotee, you are not that child. You are always a child to Bhagwan. Wherever you are, how big you are, how old you are, how young you are, whichever form you're taken, you are that child of God. And there is no way for you not to say, it's not this. You glorify His name, sing His praise. As Tulsidas once more narrating to Katha, Doha. Tulsidas went on to say in Ramcharitmanas once more. He said, you asked me, Bhagwan, you asked me, where should you stay? Where should you build that home? He said, Bhagwan, I myself, my very first thought was to allow you to stay in my home, my little home. This was my very first thought. He says, but when you ask this question, where should you build that home? He says, I cannot even answer. My thoughts are stunned. He says, with all of this, Sri Ram, he didn't feel nice, and the both of them, they smiled at each other. Valmiki too. And they spoke to him again in tones, in sweet, nice tones, once again. Devotees, Bhagwan always close into your heart. No matter who you are, it is always nice way, whether you are sad, whether you are unhappy or you are happy, whether you has a bundle of problems or a little bit of problems, there is no greater way than the Lord. That's the only way to solve your problem. The biggest problem you have, nothing comes in this universe before devotion, before the Lord. Through the Lord, everything is present. Even Valmiki ji was so great, he can see the Lord with his bare eyes. And he was so happy. As a guru, our first devotion, we should worship our guru. That's our very first devotion. Our mother and father, our first guru, and if we does not worship them from small, the first 4 years mother karma, second 4 years father karma, then we christen, no? Then we go on to the learning stage, into the graha stage of life, where we becomes a householder. Then we renounce everything when we reach that age. This is what it is. But you have to keep Bhagwan within your heart. There is no other place to keep him. That great ghazal singer of this universe, he made an album also. It's close to my heart, he says. What did he sing? तस्वीर बनाता हूँ तस्वीर नहीं बनती तस्वीर नहीं बनती तस्वीर बनाता हूँ तस्वीर नहीं बनती तस्वीर नहीं बनती This is what he sings. The album he has made so close with all these love songs he put together close to my heart. Why we can't sing Bhagwan's name and put him close to our heart? Why? We are here for just merely 2 days. 2 din. Let us join with me. Sing his praises. Jai Ram Shri Rama Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Tulsidas says in the very first chaupai of Ramcharitmanas, Bandava Guru Param Paraga Surchi Subhasha Sarasanuraga Bandava Guru Param Paraga Surchi Subhasha Sarasanuraga Ami Amore Mai Shurina Charu Samana Sakala Bhava Samana Sakala Bhava Ruje Parivar Shri Ram Shri Rama Shri Ram Shri Rama Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Ami Amore Mai Shurina Charu Ami Amore Mai Shurina Charu Samana Sakala Bhava Ruje Parivar Shri Ram Shri Rama Shri Ram Shri Rama Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. We too can sing Bhagwan's name, glorify his name every moment of our life. We can do so. Glorify his name. Be happy. Lives within that divinity. This is where, we start our daily jobs. We start our home. We start our family. What we start with? Prayer. Bhagwan's divine grace. This is what Tulsidas is saying. He says in Ramcharitmanas that where could he build that home? If he does not have a home in your heart, then what happens? If you does not allow Bhagwan to build a home in your heart, then Jai Bhagwan. We all have the worst heart problem. No? There's no cure for that. But there is where the Lord we should build our home. In our heart. Tum hi mere mandir. You build a home, you live there. This is what Tulsidas says. He says, and by doing this, you too gain that divine bliss. You too remembers Bhagwan. Because why? You constantly recite his name and stay in prayer. In Katha, once more into Chaupai. what has to say. He said, listen, Ram. Valmiki ji is saying, he said, listen, Ram. He says, I will not tell you now of a place where you may abide with Sita and Lakshmana. He said, but the hearts of those whose airs like the ocean constantly replenished with the stories of your life. He said, this is the kind of bliss stream that your devotees like. He said, but it is never filled to capacity. He says, shall you be chosen? He says, in that abode, again, the hearts of those, the eyes who yearn to see you and to preserve the bliss of the name Sri Ram. He says, and if this is like the river and the ocean, the big lakes, and with every raindrop that falls and goes into that, it forms the beauty and has contentment. Now, many a times we dig a river or a pond or something, and what happened? What's the purpose? You feel we only wet plants with that, no? No. Yeah, different types of fishes and insects live there. The grasses are so green, animals eat from those. The trees grow so beautiful around, birds and animals shade in these things. This is the bliss of Sri Ram Chandra Bhagavan. When they say the ocean of mercy, it doesn't mean to say a big ocean or a big lake. This is what it means. He said, and if the raindrops fell, he said, and it will never fill that river, the air of who wants to listen. These are the devotees. You should build your home into, not a place where somewhere you will interfere with anchorites. This is where you shall build your home. This is what Valmiki ji says. He says it's the heart, Raghunath, which they will serve you, and you will bless their home, and they too, village society, will have bliss wherever your name is being called. This is what Valmiki ji says to Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan. He said, this is the place you have to build at home. Are we ready to allow the Lord to build home in our hearts? Yes, we should be ready. Why are we not ready? Let's glorify His name. Tonight once more. After this, we'll go into Ramayana, and then we'll do Havan. Ramayana Arti, we'll do Havan, and then there's a little bit of program which you all can join with us for a little bit after this. हरि का ज्ञान लगा मन मेरे, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख तेरे। सुमिरन कर ले सांझ सवेरे, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख तेरे। हरि का ज्ञान लगा मन मेरे, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख तेरे। सुमिरन कर ले सांझ सवेरे, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख तेरे। डगर डगर पर जूत मिला री, धर्माती है जूती छायारी, डगर डगर पर जूत मिला री, धर्माती है जूती मायारी, माई कौन साथ घर ले जाएगा रे, कौन साथ धन लेके आया रे, भाई जग में सबका रहना बसेरा, साथ किसी की कौन चले रे, कौन चले, हरि का ज्ञान लगा मन मेरे, मिट जाएंगी सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख तेरे, सुमिरन कर ले सांझ सवेरे, मिट जाएंगी सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख हरे का ज्ञान लगा मन मेरे, मिट जाएंगी सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख तेरे, सुमिरन कर ले सांझ सवेरे, मिट जाएंगी सब दुख तेरे, सब दुख तेरे, हरि का ज्ञान लगा मन मेरे, मिट जाएंगी सब दुख तेरे, 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 सब दुख तेरे। Acha, devotees, by the time they are preparing for Havan and then Arti, after this we'll do a little bit of closing prayer and we get to the finish of Ramayana Katha, when we will continue with our final part of tonight's session. So, Bhaiji sing a bhajan. Om Manikinesri Advari Sarva Papa Haram Shivam Tiram Kalpatam Divam Sam Akshamantam Tadya.
O Satya Narayana Narayana Narayana, O Satya Narayana Narayana Narayana, Satya Narayana Narayana Narayana, Satya Narayana Narayana Narayana,
Om Shri Mahaganapati
Satya Narayana Narayana Narayana, Satya Narayana Narayana Narayana, Satya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Ramachandra Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Ramasita Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Radha Krishna
Swami Narayana Narayana Narayana, Swami Narayana Narayana Narayana, Hari Om Narayana Narayana Narayana, Hari Om Narayana Narayana,
Om Shri Kuldev
Hari Om Narayana Narayana,
Om Shri Sadev Bhyo Namah
Hari Om
Swaha.
Narayana
Om Shri Dev Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri
Lakshmi
Lakshmi Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namah Swaha. Om Shri Kalashdev Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Ramdev Bhyo Namah Swaha.
Lakshmi
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Devi Namah Swaha. Om Saivam Purnam Gam Swaha. Shri Mata Pita Charan Kamal Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Namo Narayane Namah Swaha. Om Namo Shivaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Radhavaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Hanumate Namah Swaha. Om Shri Mahavir Swami Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Bajrangbali Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Ramadutta Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Anjani Putraya Namah Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Gauri Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Gajanana Tirtha Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Kateri Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Santoshi Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Jumdurga Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Bhairavi Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Bhavani Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Bhadrakali Mata Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Kal Bhairav Baba Bhyo
O
Namah
Veera
Swaha.
Hanuman Ayate Balavan, Ram Ram Basiya, He Prabhu Bana Basiya, O Prabhu Bana Basiya, हे प्रभु बन बसिया रे, ओ प्रभु बन बसिया।
ओम सर्वमंगल मंगले शिवे सर्वत्र के शरणाय त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायण नमस्ते श्री गौरी माताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा। ओम
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान, राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान, हे राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान। ओ वीरा हनुमान यति बलवान, राम राम बसिया रे, हे प्रभु बन बसिया रे, ओ प्रभु बन बसिया रे। ओ सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय राधे श्याम, सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय राधे श्याम, सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय राधे
जयंती मंगलहारी भद्रकाली कपाली
यति बलवान राम राम बसिया रे, हे प्रभु बन बसिया रे।
त्रयंबिकं यजामहि सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिवारं मित्रमं श्याममृतम्। ओम नमो भागवते वासुदेवाय नारायण नमस्कृत्वाय। ओम सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवा पूर्णाहुति समर्पयामि। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम स्वाहा। आचमन। ओम मन्यकिनीयस्वीयर्वारि सर्वपापहरं शिवं त्रिरं कल्पतं दीपं समाचमन्तं त्रिव्या सर्वपापहरं दिवं गंगेयं निर्मालजलमारतं आचमन्यं गृहीतं परिशोधमय। Find the fires. 3 times east, 3 times west, 3 times north, 3 times south, 3 times up, 3 times down. वनस्पति सुधुभूत गंधायो गंधुतम अग्रया सर्वदेवीयं धूपयं प्रतिगीतं सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवा धूपयं।
ओ नवन करो श्री राम, ओ जय राम राम राम, ओ जय राम राम राम, ओ सीता राम राम राम, ओ सीता राम राम राम।
Let us all stand, please.
ओ नवन करो श्री राम, जय राम राम राम, जय राम राम राम, राम राम राम, ओ सीता राम राम राम। ओ नवन करो श्री राम, जय राम राम राम, जय राम राम राम, सीता राम राम राम, ओ सीता राम राम। दशरथ नंदन राम, रघुपति राशि राम, ओ दशरथ नंदन राम, रघुपति राशि राम, ओ प्रेम स्वरूप राम, ओ जगत पिता श्री राम, हरि प्रेम हरि हरि प्रेम हरि हरि राम। ओ नवन करो श्री राम, जय राम राम राम, नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओ गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय ओ राधा नमन हरि गोविंद जय ओ राधा नमन हरि गोविंद जय ओ गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय हरे रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे जय रामा श्री रामा जय रामा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
As we all stand, let us meditate as we do in the closing prayer. Join with me. एकदन्तया विद्महि वक्रतुण्डया धीमहि तन्नो प्रचोदयात् वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय कोटि सूर्या समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वे करेषु सर्वदा विनाधरे विपुले मंगले धांचले भकर्निष्णे वरंचि हरिशुन्ने किरति पद्य हिले मनोरथ हे माय विद्या प्रदायिनी सरस्वती नमोस्तुते तत्पुरुषा विद्महि महादेवया धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रा प्रचोदयात् ओम नमः शिवाय शंताय संभावि नमः वीरेश्वर नमः सभयं भूतेश्वर नमस्ते जयंती मंगल काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवधात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमस्ते आवनं नाजनामि विसर्जनं चैव च यत् पूजितं मम देवी देवी परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे गणेश गौरी पृथ्वी गुरु शिवा कलश देवता नवग्रह सूर्या चंद्रमा मंगल बुध बृहस्पति शुक्र शनि राहु केतव ओम श्री पांचमुखी हनुमान आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता लक्ष्मी माता सरस्वती माता कलश देवता सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवा पूजन कृष्ण में आवनम नाजनामि विसर्जनम चैव च ओम शिव हरि शिव राम सके प्रभु रवनि दाता निवारण ही प्रभु आज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मम शिव हरि विजयम कुरु मे वरम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव वेद्याद्रविदं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा ओम दौ शांतिरंतरिक्ष शांति पृथ्वी शांति राप शांति रौषधे शांति सम शांति हृदय श्री शांति भगतों शांति इंद्र शांति वरुणो शांति सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवा शांति शांति हरि ओम नमो परमात्माय नमः। बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम महापति महादेव की जय। पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवा की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। And I want to say on behalf of the Suknanan family, those who take that trip from Pinal, Tacarigua, and through this country from south to north, I acknowledge you all, and I must say, you all are blessed to be here to listen to the name of Bhagwan. And those who help to make this yajna successful, may Bhagwan be with you always. Thank you all for being a wonderful audience. As I said, I am just here as a medium in society to remind you that there is nothing greater than Bhagwan's name. Worship Him, glorify Him, let Him build at home into your heart. The divine blessings is there. Bole Shri Ramachandra ki jai. बार बार दिल ये जाए, बार बार दिल ये जाए, तू जिए हजारों साल है मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Basdeo, happy birthday to you. बार बार दिल ये जाए, बार बार दिल ये जाए, तू जिए हजारों साल है मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Shira, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Basdeo, to Shira, and also to Sean. Let's give them a round of applause. They has made a milestone today. They are toiled, and all of them, they get together to make this yajna in their likeness for their birthday. And God bless them, not only today, but to have many more happier lives to come. Bole Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai. Acha, this time, I think we have somebody is going to do a vote of thanks. To all the people that make this yajna successful. First of all, I must say special thanks to Double B, author of Valsen Bamboo, specialize in all the foreign and new parts, even the new car dealer. We are very proud for them for bringing Dharma to success. May God bless them and they too have bliss. I must say special thanks to Sunny Auto Supplies of Main Shagwanas and Chase Village for bringing Dharma to its bliss once more. I know Sunny is a person, he has a lot of experience, a lot of advice. He knows of automotive. He sells for all types of vehicles, genuine parts. I must say special thanks also to base maintenance and equipment services for transport anywhere in the country, t-shirt printing, renting of props. You just name it and he's there. I must say special thanks to Rohani for sweets, sponsoring of some and making of sweets. This Bhagwan divine blessings to you also. We must say special thanks to the people of Digo Martin, the lady of this home, her daughter Gita and her children, the beautiful family who take the time, who sponsors also into this yajna, and they come and spend these hours of night preparing and bring into the beauty of this yajna. I must also say thanks to Indra the general contractor, the sealing general contractor, he also bring to this yajna for it to be success. May Bhagwan's divine blessings be to him. To those whose name I cannot call, who I don't know, and for those who bring flowers, who bring leaves, who help in whatever way, who come here and take that sacrifice and made that sacrifice to even prepare food, to bring water, to give the bliss of this. May Bhagwan bless each and every one of you. For those who come from far and near, again, I say thanks. I have my sister who is here, has Rosie and her family from Tacarigua, people from Palmas, people from South. I must say special thanks to you all for being here. Bhagwan, divine blessings be with you all. I must thank Alvin and my little wonderful group for joining with me place to place, giving me the inspiration. Without them, it's like life without breath. Bhagwan's blessing be with them, and they too have that bliss of life. And to the hosts of this home, I must say, to all of them, Bhagwan divine blessings. It was a bit slow at first, and it's a bit speedy at the end. Today, it has materialized, and today they have seen the reward of their hard work. And God be with each and every one of you in this family, and hope you continue, not just for yajna, but with the unity and the love for God. This is the purpose of yajna and prayer. It's not because we want to have a big prayer, but because of the loving, the need, the loving feeling that we have and the craving we want for Bhagwan. I must thank the people of this village also for being here with us. Bhagwan bless you all, and may you all have peace in this village, time after time and years to come. Bhagwan, divine blessings to each and every one of you once and again. Bole Shri Ramachandra ki jai.
आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम, शिव जी की मंदिर में